Hey guys, Ghost here. Hope you're all doing good. Bit of a different video. I have a box of the latest Yu-Gi-Oh set, Yu-Gi-Oh! Maze of Muertos, I think. Oh no, I can't read. Yu-Gi-Oh! Players can't read. But we're gonna open some packs. I picked this up from my local game store for £90, which isn't a bad price at all. So yeah, let's see what we pulled. There's some really cool cards in this set that I'm really looking forward to potentially pulling and using in Dual Trainer format. Okay, so we've got the wrapper off. So this, I believe, is the third Maze set. First was the Maze set with the Exodia support, and then we had last year's Maze set, which came with like Trickstar support and Law Queens and other stuff. This one has support for Heroes, Bastion, there's some Bones support, there's an Alexis card in here, there's Camula's Illusion Gate, so yeah, it's going to be a really cool set to crack open. So let's go ahead and get these packs. That's the left side and the right side, and we're gonna mix the packs together. I think we're gonna shuffle the packs. Let's see if I can shuffle this many. Alright, that should do the trick. Okay. Let's get that in the background there. And let's begin with pack number one. We'll just put the pile off to the side here. In fact, we'll just split it in half. There we go, that looks to be about half. We'll put that off to the side and we'll start with this bit. All right, so pack number one. I've not really done pack opening videos before, I'll be honest. So let's see what we have got. We have a Adamantipator Analyzer. The first Dark Lord. Okay, cool. So we have the first Dark Lord. We have a Borrowload Furious Dragon. Very cool. 2 Dark Dragon monsters. So you can super poly with that. That's pretty cool. We have a Beat Bladesman for Hire. Okay. We have a Abshrouder Dragon and an Ill Blood, followed by Masked Hero Furnace in Super Rare. Not bad for the first pack. On to the second pack. All right, so we have a Pilgrim Reaper. We have Adamantipator Seeker. We have Heroes Rule 1. 5 Freedom. This is interesting. I like how they've got the GX disc and the Dual Monsters disc. What does this card do? It says target up to 5 cards in any graveyard. Banish them. If this card is in your graveyard except the turn it was sent there, you can banish it, then target one of your banished elemental hero monsters. Special summon it, ignoring its summoning conditions. You can only use this effect of Heroes Rule 1, 5 freedoms once per turn. That's insane. Just being able to banish any 5 cards from the graveyard is insane. Starship Adjust Plane. It's a machine monster and it's wind. You can target one other machine monster you control. The levels of both that monster and this card become the combined levels of those 2 monsters until the end of this turn. You cannot special summon from the extra deck for the rest of this turn except Machine Xyz monsters. You can only use this effect of Starship Adjust Plane once per turn. Interesting. Magnet Conversion. Our first Magnet Warrior support card. So this card allows you to target up to 3 level 4 or lower Magnet Warrior monsters in your graveyard. Add them to your hand. During either player's turn, except the turn this card was sent to the graveyard, you can banish this card from your graveyard. Then target one of your banished level 4 or lower Magnet Warrior monsters and special summon it. Another Bladesman for hire. And oh, let's go. I was hoping I would pull this card. Sandwich Day in super rare. This card is insane. If you have a monster in your graveyard, pay 200 life points, draw 1 card, and reveal it. Then, if it's a monster, apply this effect based on its attribute. An attribute not in your graveyard, you draw a card. An attribute that's in your graveyard, you discard 1 card. This card is insane. Seriously. Especially in Dual Tainer format, this is great. This is definitely like a staple. And I love the fact that it's the Egg Witch from Sandwich Day in GX. Oh, it's so cool. Oh, it's not your turn yet. All right, next pack. Starting off with a Draconic Warrior. Interesting. Followed by Banishment of the Dark Lords. Okay. And then we have a Soul Lucer Crystal. Very interesting. What does this do? Cannot be destroyed by card effects. You can only use each of the following effects of Soul Lucer Crystal once per turn. If your opponent controls at least 2 more monsters than you do, you can special summon this card from your hand. You can target 1 effect monster your opponent controls and negate its effects. That's kind of sick, not gonna lie. That is pretty cool. Dark Lord Morningstar. Very cool. Zombie World. Shatiki. Okay, so this is a continuous spell. You can discard 1 card, then target 1 monster your opponent controls with a level, roll a 6-sided die, and apply this effect based on the result. Higher than the level, destroy that monster, then you can add 1 monster with the same original level from your deck to your hand. Equal or lower to the level, reduce that monster's level by 1, even if this card leaves the field. That's pretty cool. And our super rare is a Arquus, the Shining Mars Saint. very interesting. It's a light pyro monster. Okay. That's what, 3 packs? 1, 2, 3. Yeah, so pack number 4. Starting off with a Necro World Banshee. A very beautiful card. A Prima Light. This is the Alexis support. This is Alexis's card. It's very cool. There's the effect if you want to read it. Ooh, a rare Lightning Storm. That's good. That's good. Oh, what's this? Imperial Custom. Face up continuous traps cannot be destroyed by battle or card effect except Imperial Customs. You can only control 1 Imperial Customs. Ah, right, so this supports like trap cards that turn into monsters and things like Call of the Haunted. That's pretty cool. Rescue Ace Impulse? Excuse me? Okay. Soul Flacord Gracia. I like these cards. These cards are cool. Too bad they're pendulums. And we have a Magnet Warrior Omega Plus. That's another one of Bastion's cards. Pack number 5 now, chat. Feel like I should have streamed this, but oh well. Okay. Starting with Magnetic Field, more Magnet Warrior stuff. Followed by Alpha, the Electric Magnetic Warrior. Followed by Gamma, the Electric Magnetic Warrior. Another Borrowload Furious Dragon. Another Gracia. A rare called the Haunted. And Masked Hero Atomic. Okay. 5 packs in and we're not doing too bad for hits. A Banishment of the Dark Lords. Delta the Magnet Warrior. Dark Lord Contact. Ooh, Ultimate Slayer. That's a pretty cool reprint. What does this do? Your opponent cannot activate monster effects in response to this card. Send 1 monster from your extra deck to the graveyard, then target 1 monster your opponent controls with the same type: Fusion, Synchro, Xyz, Pendulum, or Link, and shuffle it into the deck. Honestly, that is a really good card. We have another one of those Shrouded Dragons. We should probably read this card, see what it does. It's a rocket support. If you control a rocket monster, you can special summon this card from your hand. You can only special summon 1 Shrouded Dragon once per turn, this way. If this card is sent to the graveyard, you can add 1 rocket monster from your deck to your hand. You can only use this effect of Shrouded Dragon once per turn. Another Magnetic Field. And a Matador Archfiend. It's a ritual monster. You can ritual summon this card with Ritual of Matador. If this card is ritual summoned, you can add 2 Archfiend cards from your deck to your hand, except Matador Archfiend. Also, this card cannot attack for the rest of this turn. You can only use this effect of Matador Archfiend once per turn. Cannot be destroyed by battle. Also, you take no battle damage from battles involving this card. After damage calculation, if this card battled a monster, destroy that monster, and if you do, inflict 1,000 damage to your opponent. A bit of janky tech, I'd say. Okay, on to pack number something or other. I've stopped counting. I just know when the pile goes, the fun goes. Okay. Junk Mail. I got a lot of that. It's an Earth Warrior Tuner. A synchro monster that used this card as material cannot be destroyed by battle. If this card is in your graveyard, except the turn it was sent there, and you control a synchro monster with Warrior, Synchron, or Stardust in its original name. Ooh, excuse me, sorry. You can special summon this card, but banish it when it leaves the field. Okay, that's alright. Soul Union, okay. A trap card featuring Sparkman with what seems to be the shadow of Flame Wingman. Target one face-up monster on the field and one elemental hero monster in your graveyard. That target on the field gains attack equal to the other target's attack until the end of this turn. Then, if you have an elemental hero normal monster on your field or in your graveyard, except during the damage step, you can fusion summon one elemental hero fusion monster from your extra deck by banishing its materials from your graveyard. You can only activate one Soul Union per turn. That is goated. That will allow you to bring out like Flame Wingman classics way easier. Oh, okay. I was not expecting this. Is that Enroid, a Earth level 1 machine. I was not expecting Roid support. If this card is destroyed by battle or card effect, you can send 2 level 4 or lower machine monsters from your deck to the graveyard. You can only use this effect once per turn. Honestly, that's really good. I might actually play that in some of my machine decks, because if I summon this and he dies, I can then mill Electromagnetic Turtle and like something else to the graveyard. That's pretty cool. Flying Sea. Okay. Another Dark Lord Contact. Uriah, Lord of Searing Flames. And Dark Karibo. Very cool. Okay. Starting off with Wallow, founder of the Drud Dragons. It's a zombie which requires 2 level 6 monsters. Followed by Dark Lord Enchantment. That's actually really cool. Send 1 Dark Lord monster from your hand or face-up field to the graveyard. Take control of 1 face-up monster your opponent controls until the end phase. You can only use 1 of these per turn. Dark Lord Amdusk. Okay. That's pretty cool actually. It's like a unicorn. Dark Lord Rebellion. Very cool. Send 1 Dark Lord monster from your hand or face-up field to the graveyard. Destroy 1 card on the field. You can only use 1 of those once per turn. Another Dark Lord Morningstar and a Necro World Banshee. And the super rare, or maybe an ultra. Super rare Masked Hero Duskra. Okay. Looks pretty cool, doesn't he? Okay, going on to the next pack. Okay, 2 more packs left on the left-hand side. Let's see, do you think we'll pull an Ultra? I hope we pull an Ultra. We start with, what's that? Burgundy, the Magic Elf, a dark level 4 spellcaster monster. What do you do? If a card is discarded from your opponent's hand by card effect except during the damage step, you can inflict 400 damage to your opponent for each card discarded. When this card is destroyed by battle and sent to the graveyard, you can discard 1 random card from your opponent's hand. You can only use each effect of Burgundy the Magic Elf once per turn. That is pretty cool. I do love a good bit of burn damage for punishing the opponent. I really enjoy Trickstars, so this fits right in pretty much. We have a Gamma, the Electromagnet Warrior. A Magnet Conversion. A Vampire Scarlet Scrooge, I think that is. He's a zombie. A Magic Planter. Nerkby. Interesting. And Vortex of Time in a super rare. When your opponent activates a normal or quick play spell card or effect of a or a monster effect, while you control a zombie monster and call the Haunted, except during the damage step, your opponent tosses a coin, and if their activated effect becomes the following: heads, your opponent must banish 1 monster they control. Tails, you must banish 1 monster you control. Okay, so that's part of the Call of the Haunted stuff, the Bones stuff that we were getting. That's pretty cool. I'm really hoping I can make at least one of these decks out of the cards that we pull. Delta, the Magnet Warrior. Another one of those Void monsters. Another Lightning Storm. Ooh, a Link monster. Quad Boral Dragon. Interesting. Adamancipator Researcher. Light Water Dragon. I was hoping I would pull this card. This card is so good. It's just what the Water Dragon deck needed. So you summon this out and then you contribute it and summon 2 Hydrogeddon and 1 Oxygeddon directly from your deck, and if you've already got Bonding H2O in your hand, you can go straight into the original Water Dragon. So this card is really good. And here is our secret rare, number 32, Shark Drake. So that seems to be the biggest hit of the box. Let's just put those there. But we do have all of these packs to open. So I'll split them in half again, or roughly in half. And let's see what we get. Okay. A Vanilla Pendulum. BEF Zelos. Okay. It's a field spell. Interesting. A Santa Claus. This card is hilarious. Bazoo, the Soul Devourer. Delta, the Magnet Warrior. Dark Lord Enchantment. Ooh, Dominus Purge. I feel like this is like a really good card. And to pull it in ultra rare as well. If your opponent controls a card, you can activate this card from your hand. When a card or effect is activated that includes the effect that adds cards from deck to hand, negate the effect, then if you have a trap card in your graveyard, destroy that card. If you activate this card from your hand, you cannot activate the effects of dark, water, and fire monsters for the rest of this duel. You can only activate one Dominus Purge per turn. Okay, that's an interesting pull for the ultra rare. Going on to the next pack with a Adamantipator Analyzer. Ooh, Infernity Queen. Okay. What does she do? If you have no cards in your hand and this card is in your graveyard, you can banish one dark monster from your graveyard, then target one dark monster you control. It can attack directly this turn. That's pretty cool. Adamantipator Seeker, a rare torrential tribute. You can never have enough torrential tributes, in my opinion. Zora, the Magitus of Flame. Words, people, words. Drill Armed Dragon, okay. And a super rare Overload Future Fusion. This is insane. Like, if you're a Sidra player, you need to pick this up. This card is insane. If you're still watching at the 27-minute mark, comment a turtle emoji. Quad Boral Dragon. Ooh. Chang-Shi the Iridio. Okay. I'm not even going to try and pronounce that, I'll be honest. Necro World Banshee. Cutia for the Soulful Chords. A rare Lightning Storm. Ooh, okay. So this is another bone support, and our second secret rare of the set. Ectoplasmic Fortification. Activate one of these effects. If you control no monsters, add one level 6 zombie monster, or one Call of the Forbidden from your deck to your hand. Zombie monsters you control gain 400 attack. Then you can draw cards equal to the number of Call of the Haunted you control. You can only activate one ectoplasmic formation per turn. That is pretty cool. And the art on this is so cool. It's a nice callback to Bones versus Joey in Duelist Kingdom. So that's our second secret rare. Oh, before you yell at me, I do have sleeves. So let's go ahead and get these sleeved up, shall we? There we go. And I guess we'll sleeve up the Saber Shark as well. The Shark Drake, rather. And on to the next pack. let's have this one on show. We have a Vampire Sucker, a Magic Planter, a Vampire Synchro. I have so many copies of this card, and I've never used it. That's an Xyz, not a Synchro. What am I saying? Ooh, this is Bane Shade. So what does this do? Target one face-up card your opponent controls. Apply this effect based on the number of cards in your graveyard. With that face-up card's name. 1, destroy it. 2, banish it. 3, banish it. Also, all cards with that name from your opponent's field and or graveyard face down. Okay, so this card is more like a TCG base card than Dortena format. You can't really, I mean, I guess you could hit it on Sidra because you can run multiple copies of Sidra, but realistically, you're not really using this in Dortena format. Pilgrim Reaper, Flying Sea, and a super rare Heart of Gaia. That's pretty cool. Next pack. Opening with a Festabloon, followed by another Infernity Queen, Dark Magic Talisman. Okay, so what does this do? You can activate this card the turn it was set by revealing one spellcaster monster from your hand. When a monster effect is activated in response to the card or effect activation of a card that mentions Dark Magician, negate that effect, and if you do, for the rest of this turn, negate the activated effects of monsters with the same original name. If you special summon Dark Magician while this card is in your graveyard, except during the damage step, you can pay 2,500 life points to set this card. Okay. I thought this was going to be good, but then it specifically mentioned Dark Magician, which is to be expected, honestly. Another Call of the Haunted. Sloppy Stasher Squirrel. What an interesting name. Well, actually, let's read it, shall we? During the main phase, quick effect, you can target up to 3 spell/trap cards in your graveyard, banish them, and if you do, shuffle them into the deck during the end phase of the next turn. During your standby phase, you can target one of your banished spell/trap cards, set it. You can only use each effect of Sloppy Stasher Squirrel once per turn. That's actually pretty damn good, I'd say. Another Rescue Ace Impulse, and another Masked Hero Atomic. Okay. Alright, next pack. Starting with the Dark Lord Amdusk, followed by Starship Adjust Plane, Adamancipator Researcher, that Vanilla Pendulum, ooh, Mayhem for Hire, okay, Santa Claus, and Pumpkin the Great Ghost King. Okay, I might have to play this in TCG, not gonna lie. 2 level 6 zombie monsters. This thing looks awesome. And it's an ultra rare as well. And you know what we do with ultra rares? Fresh new white sleeve. In you go. Well, I don't think I sleeved up any of the other ultra rares, but this one's like a good one. And now on to the rest of the pile. We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 8 cards, 8 packs left rather. Let's see if we can get any more hits. If you're still watching, tell me what card you've enjoyed the most so far. Ultimate Slayer. Vampire Scarlet Scrooge. Magnetic Field. Ooh, okay. Great Mammoth of the Netherworld. A Chang'Xi. Ooh. Alpha the Electric Magnetic Warrior. And Condemned Dark Lord as a super rare. Okay. Ritual of the Matador. That's the ritual spell for the ritual monster we pulled like several minutes ago. Ill Blood. Uriah, Lord of Searing Flames. The First Dark Lord. Santa Claus. Beta, the Electromagnet Warrior. Ooh, what is this? The Undying Legion. Very cool. And it's another ultra rare. I think I'll have to put some kind of like zombie deck together for TCG. I might have to start playing TCG again, chat. This Call of the Haunted stuff is looking pretty damn cool. Okay. Gnome Material. If your opponent special summons a monster while you control no cards, you can discard this card, then target one face-up monster your opponent controls. This turn, that monster cannot be used. It cannot be tributed or used as material for a fusion, synchro, exceed, or link summon. That's actually pretty damn cool, not gonna lie. That is pretty cool. Another Gracia. Azora. Or Zora. Yeah, Zoro. The Flame. This damn freaking vampire Exceed monster. I have so many copies of this card. Ooh. Okay, another one of those alligator thingies. Flying Sea and Maiden in Love in super rare. This is insane. This card was used by Blair in Yu-Gi-Oh! GX and it's absolutely hilarious. It's also just an adorable card. All right. Next up, BEF Zelos, Soulless Crystal, Bazoo, the Soul Devourer, another one of those Shatiki, Dark Lord Enchantment, Adamantipator Seeker, and a second Sandwich Day. Let's go. Vampire Scarlet Scrooge, Drill Armed Dragon, Great Mammoth of the Netherworld, Uriah Lord of Searing Flames, Alpha the Electromagnet Warrior, Beta the Electromagnet Warrior, and Masked Hero Atomic. Okay, 3 packs left. Let's see what else we can pull before we run out of packs. Imperial Custom. Stinger, the Electric Expeller. It's a normal monster. Nothing too fancy about him. There's that BEF field spell again. Mayhem for hire. Okay, yeah. There's that Dark Magic Telements again. And another Maiden in Love. Alright. Second to last pack. Let's see what we get. Zombie World. Ultimate Slayer. Junk Mail. Beta, the Electromagnet Warrior. Vampire Sucker. And another Dominus Purge. Okay. That's an ultra rare. Okay, here we go. Last pack. Last pack. Here we go. No material. This thing haunts me! Okay. Ooh. It's a mole. Dark Lord Rebellion. Torrential Tribute. And Chaos Distill in Super Rare. This is one of Banner's cards. Pretty damn cool. Alright. Now for a showcase of all the best pulls.